Welcome to Seattle Living 101, and look at how short this car is. I mean, I'm a short human being, but this is a short car. It's a beautiful car, but today we're filming at South Lake Union. Part of South Lake Union is, do not drop my phone in the water, cameraman. This is what South Lake Union is. We have boathouses. The one that we're supposed to show you, which I was super excited to show you today, is actually on the other side, but today's filming day is South Lake Union and East Lake, and this is what we're going to show you what it's like to live in this community. Welcome to house number 1 here in our South Lake Union, East Lake area. This is a new construction. It's been on the market for 154 days. There's only one unit left. It is on the market for $905,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,400 square feet with rooftop views of the lake. We're going to show you a lot here in this area. I mean, there's some historical homes that are worth millions, and then there's some new construction like this. So we'll show you a few of these. I mean, even on the street, you can take a look. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already new builds in this particular area alone, not even taking into an account of all the old homes that have been remodeled fully, reconstructed, and made to look aesthetic. I mean, even this house right across the street from us, take a look at that. That is a beautiful old school home, stucco exterior finishes, beautiful concrete blocks with some metal gates on there as well. And don't know the interior, but the exterior looks phenomenal. It reminds me of something of like a 1826 Paris chalet or something like that. But let's move on to house number 2. We're going to show you the food places all towards the end, but for now, let's look at all the houses. We are at location number 2. Just checked out the one for $905,000. That was a 3-bed, 2-bath. This one is for $950,000, and it's a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom. Actually, is a new construction. Just hit the market less than 2 weeks ago for $950,000. There's 6 units, as you can see on this display board here, but there's 2 bedrooms only and 2.5 bathrooms. Why is there 2 bedrooms? Because they have a skyloft in these front 3 units with incredible views, because the lake is directly behind these buildings, right behind actually Andre, and the finishes on this construction project here are phenomenal. I mean, the rooftop views, the exterior finishes. I'm a big fan of the brick and this rustic kind of metal siding that they're doing out here. It looks, in my opinion, I like it a lot better than doing regular siding on the exterior. But this is what East Lake looks like. We're on, I think this is Central right behind us, if I'm not mistaken, or this is East Lake Avenue, my bad. And it's not peak traffic, but it is a little bit noisy. You can definitely hear the noise coming in and out. But inside, this is what they do with the double pane windows, or sometimes even triple pane, so you don't hear it from the interior. We sold a property actually in University Place that is directly near the freeway, and they had triple pane windows in there, so that way all the noise that's on the exterior, like we're standing outside the house and it's loud. The moment you walk inside, it's nice and quiet, it's nice and cozy. But yeah, so let's go look at the other houses for now. We'll show you some cool little nuggets. We're gonna get to my favorite house that's in East Lake here shortly. Located on 10th Avenue is this beautiful $3.5 million house. It's 6 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, 5,300 square feet. It was built in 1935, and the architecture is phenomenal. I mean, you get not one, but you get 2 kitchens. You have your main floor kitchen, and then you have your downstairs kitchen as well. You have a private terrace in your loft bedroom. So the primary bedroom's on the main floor. There's 4 floors to this house. That top window you see there, that is the primary bedroom. The backyard opens up. You have exquisite views of the skyline, the water, everything. You have a beautiful terrace out at the bottom, as well as, entertainment, guests, family, food, friends. All of that is all taken care of. The finishes on the exterior, I love them. It's the brick exterior. It has the old school vibe to it. Red brick, white windows, gives off the early 1900s style to it. They're actually welding in a brand new door to my right here. And when it comes to older homes, they're always going to be pricier in Seattle because they keep the history of Seattle inside of them. And on a side note, you may also get a tax credit if the home qualifies for as a historic home, or that is necessary to maintain the style of Seattle. It's an early 1900s build. If it qualifies for that, you can get a tax credit, which is a big, big plus on top, especially when you're spending $2, $3, $4, $5 million on a home here in Seattle is a big plus. But this is a busy street. Inside is pretty quiet. We'll show you some photos of it on the inside, but you can also see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 historic homes just down right there, built in the early 1900s. And then you have something right across the street from us. It's a brand new construction. Well, not brand new, it was built after 2015, but as you can see, the style varies and differs. There's a late 1900s build to the right there, and then you have an early 2000s build. So if the luxury market is what you're looking for in Seattle, I gotta say this is probably one of my favorite areas. As I mentioned before, I love the old school exterior, all remodeled interior. This house behind us, 6 beds, 5 bathrooms, 7,290 square feet. It is a big house for $2.5 million. From the exterior, you can see that it's holding on to its early 1900s style architecture. You can also see this. I love it because it looks like a Harry Potter little cone right there. It looks like it has a hat on top of it. But the idea is you keep the exterior from the early 1900s, and the interior you get all the modern amenities, which you'll see in the photos here that we're going to be listing through. But on top of this house, let's walk down this street. I want to show you something. So you end up having an old style home here with these pillars. I'm a big fan of these white pillars. These white pillars, they remind me of like something from the colonial times. These homes here on this street, they're all big. There's no small homes on the street. They're all privately tucked away. That's why you see there's a lot of greens, a lot of trees, a lot of bushes covering up this actual $2.5 million house. But the rest of the homes here, that is a very large house and a very expensive home, as well as the ones down the street. I'm a big fan of this. This reminds me of when we go to Leavenworth and you go to one of the food places there. Actually, the Bratz stand, Bratwurst. There we go. Oh my gosh, the best hot dogs I've ever tried. Every time we go to Leavenworth, you got to stop by and grab them for yourself. But this is what most of East Lake, this street at least, Broadway and Hamlin look like. On that side, you have the mountain range and the second part of the lake, and behind us is where East Lake is residing. So you're kind of tucked away between 2 waterfronts here on this little peninsula that we're in. But you can just see, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing. The houses here, you do have some modern homes that are built into the mix as well. But for the most part, they like to keep the aesthetic of the old time homes, the early 1900s, mid 1900s to early 1900s exteriors, all modern finishes, and they're all up to well-maintained upkeep. You know, you can tell that, yeah, you can tell from a first glance that they're all well-maintained and kept up to date. There's some beautiful homes. Let's walk down the street so you can take a look, so we're not just cutting scenes for you. This home, for example, I love the stone exterior. So on a regular contemporary home or a regular nowadays modern Seattle townhouse build, you're not gonna see a lot of this because it is pricey. It is pricey for a stonemason to come out and do this handprint pattern for you. Each piece is cut down to size individually. I would know because that is what I focused on before I became a realtor. Stone, tile, marble, all of that, that is what my forte was. This is a cute little, I'm telling you, these homes remind me of like 1785 chalets in France that you see in Peaky Blinders or something like that. It was filmed in the UK. Let's make it back to the car, but there's a house that we're going to see. So we got 2 more stops to do for houses wise. We're going to show you a phenomenal home. It is a little bit smaller in square footage than this one that we just looked at, but it is priced $1 million more. So it's a phenomenal house. It looks beautiful on the inside, and we're going to stop by and show you a freaking boathouse. I would never own a boathouse, but if anybody owns a boathouse and wants to, like, on 4th of July, I think it's the best time to have a boathouse because they shoot fireworks right there from Gasworks Parks, which we're going to show you as well, and it looks phenomenal. So, boathouse, or house number 5, unfortunately, the access way to it, I have no idea how to get there.
You get there by boat.
He told me to swim to it, but there's no way. I don't get into any pool of water if I can't see the bottom. There could be a shark in there, who knows? You know, or an orca, or a seal eats my toes. I need them. But it's actually on the other side next to that Palace-style boat to the left of it. It's for $350,000. It's small, it's compact, and I mean, it's been on the market for over a year now. It's currently rented, and it takes a special financing to get it. But that is a cool little feature. I mean, this is not the houseboat, but this is another houseboat right here. It's a pretty cool thing. Like, we have boats on the lake. Lights of actually living in the South Lake Union, East Lake area is here. It's called the Volunteer Park. It's a pretty big area. There, I mean, open fields, open places. There's playgrounds on there for the kids, walkable trails, and there's also this very cool statue of William Henry Seward. So he was actually elected or this was erected by the citizens of Seattle in 1909, and it still stands to this day. This is a cool plant place here. Me and my wife actually were here, on our, I believe it was during prom, we were here to take photos, which was very, very cool. There's some beautiful flowers in the back. The ones that are enclosed is one thing. And then right behind there, there's more. Wow, prom, yeah, that was actually 6 years ago that we were here to taking prom photos. But this is a very, very cool area. Let's walk down this way. We'll take a look, and as we walk, I'll show you some places. You can see that it's beautiful, it's open. I mean, again, Seattle is drizzling, it's raining, but we're still enjoying what we can. And there's some very cool and unique plants inside there. If you even pan the video over, you can see it from the side view here, what kind of flowers, what kind of plants, what kind of cacti and cactuses are growing inside there as well. Now the second place, we're not going to film it because we just don't have the time of day to get to there, but it's the Museum of History and Industry. It's everything you need to know about living in Seattle, about what Seattle is. They have over 4 million artifacts in their possession, and it is the largest privately owned kind of like organization. At any given point, you can see that they have, I believe it was 2% of their entire artifacts are on display at the museum. So right across from the volunteer park, we have, it is a cemetery, but the reason why the cemetery is so popular or famous is because this is where Bruce Lee and Brandon Lee's grave sites are, or tombstones. They even have the entire little opening there for themselves. We're not going to film that, just out of respect. But what did Bruce Lee do for us, right? The reason why we're actually signifying his spot here is because of his impact in our community. Going to UW, first of all, you can check that video out on our University Place video. And what he did with martial arts, movies, etc. His influence on the people and the MMA scene, which is great. So as we make our way back over to this park, you can see people are just enjoying it. Kids are out here. There's a school trip out here actually right now, which is very cool. We have playgrounds right there. It looks like, I believe in the summertime, there's more shows that happen in that circle down there for you. So this park is actually pretty big. It connects with 2 streets, so there's 2 portions to it. So if you are someone who likes to walk a lot, or walking the dog, there is a variety of options for you to do here. Thank you so much for tuning in to Seattle Living 101, your ultimate guide to everything you need to know about moving, living, lifestyles in Seattle. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you want to see. What particular areas are you guys interested in? Because I'm just going off the top of my head, places that I worked in, places that I know, places that I personally am involved in. If you want to see something specific, let us know. But if you scan the QR code, you can book a Zoom call with us if you are interested. I'm over here, like, film up. If you're interested in moving to Seattle, bye.
A few inches later.
So we're gonna be walking up on 2 little hot spots. For one, you have Eastlake Coffee Cafe. This is right across from it is Carrot Cafe. So Carrot Cafe actually has a famous carrot cake, which I'm probably gonna go grab to show you guys what it looks like, the Carrot Cafe, the Carrot Cafe's cake. But we have Eastlake Coffee here, you have Carrot Cafe there, then you have a bar right here called the Zoo. You have Korean barbecue on the corner right there, local market, Son of a Butcher, a few more food places down this street. So there's, I want to say, you have a good variety of things that you can stop by and get in a one-stop shop type of area. But let's go take a peek and let's see what the carrot cake looks like. Yeah. But then when People's Monday rolls around, then it's like your midway of the week.
No, it's
Oh, it's your Friday.
I'm only 4 days a week.
Oh, that's good for you then. You got lucky.
I made it happen that way.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Have a good one.
Have a great weekend.
You too. Take care. So, Carrot Cafe, famous for its carrot cake. $10. That's not bad. $10. Look at that.
Hello.
Look at this carrot cake. We're going to dive into it later because it's not 12 p.m. actually for me, so I cannot eat it at the moment. But if you're ever in Eastlake, Carrot Cafe, you got to stop by, grab yourself a carrot cake. Only $10, which is a phenomenal price.